Balanced Schedule, presented by the University of North Georgia's Student Counseling Center. In this video, we will be sharing with you the importance of having a balanced schedule on your mental health. When we don't take care of our bodies, which includes our minds, we are limiting our ability to function. For some people, this may look like brain fog. For others, this may be anxiety and feeling overwhelmed, leading to burnout. This can also look like avoidant behaviors, such as procrastination, as well as low motivation and apathy. Overall, the more we take care of ourselves, the better we function, and the more capable we are of living fulfilling lives. Balance includes self-care behaviors such as eating, sleeping, exercise, and hygiene. Pursuing passions such as hobbies and interests. And engaging in relationships and socialization. Yes, our responsibilities like work and school are important. But our responsibilities to our body and mind are also important, and deserve to be prioritized. Routinely engaging in self-care behaviors can improve brain chemistry imbalances, which contribute to mental health symptoms like depression and anxiety. Pursuing passions, like returning to hobbies you may have given up or trying something new you've been curious about, can lower stress, increase happiness, and lower sadness. When we're interested in something, we are more engaged with it, which in itself helps us be more present in the moment, rather than worrying about the future, or judging ourselves for things in the past. Spending time with passions can help us recharge, and feel more prepared to get back to our work and/or school responsibilities in a better headspace. It can also help us discover or rediscover our interests and strengths. It can remind us that we are more than just our productivity. It gets us back into the mindset of wanting to do things versus having to. Making and maintaining meaningful connections with others is important. Isolation and feeling disconnected from others can escalate negative thoughts and feelings. No matter how independent we may be or want to be, having people we know will support us through hard times, and who appreciate our successes in the good times, contributes to having a fulfilling life. A large barrier we hear is, "I don't have time." We're all busy, juggling our to-do lists, self-care, relationships, etc. But when we say we don't have time, we're actually saying that we're not a priority. More often than not, we can find or make time, if we're willing to. Once you have established these components of balance into your schedule, you will likely find that you actually have more time. Because these activities are taking care of our bodies and minds, resulting in us having more energy, enthusiasm, and productivity. All work and no play can negatively impact our motivation, and thus our productivity. You can either provide your brain with consistent outlets like hobbies and socializing, or you can try to force it to continue to do your work. And you can become more unfocused and unmotivated, leading to feeling overwhelmed and burned out. So, to put all of this balance into practice, we recommend using block scheduling. This means shifting focus from dictating your schedule by task, to dictating it by time frame. You've probably experienced this style of calendar scheduling before, as it's a setting option in smartphone built-in calendars, as well as with Microsoft Outlook Calendar. You can fill out the weekly calendar on Outlook and print it, or you could purchase a paper agenda that has hourly ability if you prefer a hard copy to refer to and update. Here is an example of a weekly calendar on Outlook's web browser, created with block scheduling. This schedule includes 6 classes and a 21-hour work week. When looking at the bar on the far left of the screen, the second icon down will take you from your Outlook email to your calendar. Self-care is inputted into the schedule, either on its own like lunch, or included within wake-up and bedtime routines, or as a meal break at work. We'll use Monday's schedule as an example. The first block is labeled Wake Up Routine, including hygiene and breakfast, which lasts from 7 to 8 a.m. There is a free space from 8 to 9 a.m. The second block is sectioned off for class from 9 to 10 a.m., and is followed by a free space from 10 to 11 a.m. Third block is for another class from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. This is immediately followed by a fourth block, which is reserved for lunch from 12 to 1 p.m. The fifth block is for work, and is the largest block on Monday's schedule since it goes from 1 to 8 p.m. This block also includes a dinner break. There is an allowance for free time after work ends, from 8 until 10 p.m. Monday's final block is for a bedtime routine, including hygiene, and is set for 10 to 11 p.m., with bedtime scheduled at 11 p.m. To add things to the calendar, you can click on a block either 1 or 2 times. If you click once, you are given the following input options, from top to bottom. Event title and the option to make this an all-day event. Start date and time. End date and time. Location of event. And the option to set a reminder for the event. If you click twice, you will be in the second tab at the top, Scheduling Assistant. You are given the following input options, from top to bottom. The Save button is toward the top left of the screen. You can also assign this event to a specific calendar. Then you can name your event and invite attendees, if appropriate. Next, you will set the start and end dates and times. You can set it to be an all-day event here, as well as set it to occur on a repeat schedule. Next, you can assign the event a location. Set up a reminder. And input any notes about the event that you'd like to refer to later. A large benefit of using this two-click option is the repeat scheduling feature. This could be helpful for putting in daily meals or classes you have the same times and days each week. It will save you time, rather than inputting each manually. Going back to the full schedule, you'll see that relaxation, socialization, hobby time, exercise, etc. haven't been inputted yet. You would incorporate these into the white spaces left between blocks. Yes, some of this time will be for studying. A full-time job is anywhere between 30 and 40 hours a week. So please don't overschedule yourself with studying. Try to use your time between classes, or in the mornings or evenings to achieve 30 to 40 hours. While some may not view it as ideal, time on the weekend can be spent doing schoolwork. This allows for both work and relaxation to be more evenly distributed throughout the week. Adjust your schedule to what works more for you. Our example purposefully accounted for a job, as we're aware some of you work to support yourselves or supplement your income. If you don't work, think of those hours as additional time you can allocate for learning and using academic resources on campus. Or for pursuing your interests by joining social groups, engaging with your hobbies, or participating in your faith, etc. If on some days it seems impossible to incorporate socializing or fun, consider having meals with friends. Bedtime routines can also include relaxing activities to get yourself prepared for sleep. Be sure that if things need to be rearranged on your schedule, that you're shuffling or trading blocks of time, rather than sacrificing things. Remember, all of these things are priorities to have a balanced schedule. Thank you. Please contact our office at 706-867-4402 if you have any questions or would like support.